Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Welcome to the Sky Society. It's been a few weeks, but I am back. I'm happy to be back and to share a few things with you guys um, and whatnot. So, in today's video, as you guys may know, I'm a singer, I'm a vocal coach, I'm an artist, I'm a songwriter, I'm a creative. And with these lives, I love to share some helpful tips to singers. I love to break down runs. And I love to sing for you guys. So today, we're going to talk about the New Year's Eve prep, the set prep. As you guys may know from previous lives, I have a New Year's Eve gig coming up, and it's a 4-hour show. So I want to kind of give some tips on how to prepare for something like this, or any kind of set or gig that you may have. And I also wanted to go over some of the songs that I found difficult for my set that I selected, and share with you guys why they're difficult for me. And whatnot. So, yeah, it's been a couple weeks, but I'm happy, to be back and whatnot. I've enjoyed the holiday break. Um, Looking forward to, getting back to work, getting back into the swing of things, but definitely enjoyed the time and the peace. And yeah, just I really do enjoy like doing my little things, got my Christmas decorations up and just all the things getting ready for the season. It's been fun. So it's been a good couple of weeks. Hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season and had a good Thanksgiving as well. So let's talk about what I'm preparing. So I will go over just a little bit of my set and like what it is. So there are 3 sets in this show. The first set, let's go to the first set. So I am building. I'm starting it off slow. So not slow in tempo, but just like vibe. Like the songs in the first set are older. And then we're getting into more recent songs by the final set. So the oldest set from includes Prince, it includes Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston. I love performing I Want to Dance with Somebody and I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston. Absolutely love those songs. So adding those in, I have the background singer. She's doing Shaka Khan. So we really are incorporating a lot of oldies, somewhat into new. So I do have Lose Control just because it fits the vibe by Teddy Swims. That is a new song, but it fits the vibe for this like R&B soul type set. It's like giving R&B soul. A little bit of neo soul. I have some Jill Scott. A Long Walk is one of my faves. So I definitely went with like my favorite songs to do for singing. I also have My Prerogative, Goodies, Sierra, Water, which is kind of new, but it goes. And then some Faith Evans. So it goes back and forth a little bit, but it gives a good vibe. And Water kind of I'm trying to think, why did I put Water? It probably is because the other set was too long. That probably is why I moved it up. But I put like a more upbeat vibe towards the end. Um, and then yeah, it's definitely upbeat. It's kind of dance vibes, giving dance vibes with Love Like This, Faith Evans. I'm ending with Sweet Love just because I love to end with that sometimes. And then the band is gonna play One Thing by Anne Marie on the way out, like as we walk off stage for the first set. So from this set, there are songs that definitely um are hard for me. This is typically what I sing though. So all these songs, the Whitney, the Michael, um Jasmine Sullivan, like Brandy, these are typical songs that I would sing. I have not ever done The Boy Is Mine. I added that to my set just off of like seeing them do it on Instagram recently, and I'm like, oh, that sounds so cool. That might be fun because I'm doing I Want to Be Down. So we're gonna do a little duet, Ebony and I, and hopefully, it works out. We're gonna practice it. We did practice it last time for the first time after me learning it for like a day. And I'll talk to you guys about my process and how I've been learning music and digesting all of this. But Goodies, I have never never in my life performed this song, would perform this song. It's just not something that would ever, ever, ever be on my set list, but I thought it'd be fun for New Year's Eve. So I will do a little bit of Goodies and a little bit of Water in the set. I'm doing half and half. I'm doing half of the song. I'm not doing the full song. I'm kind of giving snippets, which is why it's a lot of music, but it'll go by pretty quick because we aren't doing the whole song. Everything else is stuff this is usually what I do on a regular. So it's like, okay, this isn't that hard for me. necessarily. I think the songs, as the sets go on, they actually get harder, and whatnot. So here's a little bit of goodies. Um, and obviously I'm not doing the rap because who can do all of that? Um, let me add this to my set list actually. Set one. Okay, so I'm gonna skip all the way through this rap. Ring my laser, da 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 da. Run right through 'em, used to 'em. I don't know how long this verse is, so I'm gonna pull up Tyla, Water, Karaoke. You may look at me and think that I'm just a young girl, but I'm not just a young girl, baby. This is what I'm looking for. Sexy, independent, down to spin it, type that's getting it. I'm not being too dramatic. That's the way I gotta have it. I bet you want the goodies. Bet you thought about it. Got you all hot and bothered because I talk about it. Looking for the goodies, keep on looking 'cause it's in the jar. Oh, 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 yeah. That's all I'm doing. And for some weird reason, that song was hard at first because I knew it from my childhood, but it was like, "Oh, like, there's a lot of like, what is she saying?" Like, there's a lot of words, it's kinda fast paced, and whatnot. So just figuring out like, "Oh, background vocals would be helpful because I can't finish the line, I have to jump right back into the next line." So just figuring out like, "Okay, I can't just sing this straight through, I need background vocals on this." And at first, I was like, "I don't need any backgrounds on this," but as I went through it, I'm like, "I absolutely do need backgrounds on this," just for, like, to fill it up, and that line, I can't finish. So this is Water. I think, made me sweat, made me hotter, made me lose my breath, made me water, made me sweat, made me hotter, made me lose my breath. Normally, I can keep my cool, but tonight I'm wildin'. I'm a bee in a dangerous mood. Can you match my timing? Telling me, yeah, that you're really about it. Why'd you hide it? Oh, talk is cheap, so show me that you understand how I like it. Can you blow my mind? Set up my whole body. I give you my time. Can you snatch my soul from me? I don't wanna wait. Don't take it. Take me where I aiming before. Can you blow my mind? Set up my whole body. Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water. That's all I'm doing for that. So you would think that's easy, right? Yes, it is. But it's weird. I'm backwards. I feel like it's easy for me to sing songs where I have to sing, and it's harder for me to sing songs that I have to strip back and pull and restrain myself. Like, it's harder for me to do that. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I studied classical music, and I'm used to singing, used to using my voice and projecting and over singing. So when it's anything where it's like super chill and I have to mumble sing or something like that, I'm just like, I gotta really work hard. I have to really practice that. So set two. Set 2 is the R&B only set. Like, that's giving the R&B vibes. We start with Mariah Carey. I had to throw in All I Want for Christmas Is You because it's the holiday season and why not? It's a fun song. It's great. Touch My Body. I think I did this on a previous live. We Belong Together. but I'm doing it with SZA's Snooze, so it's like a little mashup, so that'll be a vibe. I did it live a couple weeks ago, and it turned out really good, so I'm excited. I have, my background singer, Du Bois, doing, an Usher medley, so he's doing most of the male stuff. There is Bruno Mars I have coming up, in another set, but I'm doing Bruno because I can do Bruno. I love Bruno. So, with that, from set 2, I have, like, Family Affair, Mary J. Blige, we have some TLC, we have Beyoncé, and Victoria Monet. So this is a very R&B driven set. And the tempo's getting a little bit upbeat. We're getting into getting ready for the new year. So I have Work by Rihanna. Um, and let me see, that was probably my hardest song. I'm doing Beyonce's Get Me Bodied. But from this set, I think Work is probably my hardest one. So I'll go over that real quick. And it's hard because once again, she's not over singing and stuff. But it's also hard because of the words and stuff. It's just a lot. It's also like when do I breathe? It's tricky. Because it definitely is like easy. I don't think it's a hard song, but it's like, you want to make it flow and not over sing it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work. Once again, I'm only doing half of this song. And then I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I'm learning and preparing for the step. Work, 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 work. I can see me happy. Work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me put in work, 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 work. When you have a la, 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 la. But not you have in mind, hurt, 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 hurt. Drive me a dessert. Not telling how you look. You don't act like you don't like it. You know I know it shouldn't nice. You nobody touch me in the right. Nobody touch me in the crisis. You got my arm, I leave on my patience. You took my heart on my sleeve and my patience. You took my heart with my teeth for decoration. You stick in my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that I never seen, something that I never been. But I wake up at night and I'm the wrong place. Get ready for work, 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 work. See me happy, work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. Tell me put it work, 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 work. Na 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 na. When I get a la 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 la. Before the tables turn, 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 turn. I actually don't know how I'm gonna do half of the song because it flows so much. It's like, when do I stop? Because it kind of feels like I need to keep going. So, as you can see, I mean, it's wordy. It's wordy. I tried. It's actually vocally like the line is it's just straight. So it's not vocally challenging like crazy, but yeah. So, I want to talk to you guys really quickly about the song. So, um let's see. Practice sets, not songs. So let's talk about that really quick. So, this past week, I have been practicing about 2 to 3 hours each day. And I focus in on the set. So before this, I have been just learning the songs. I've been focusing on the songs. So before I got to this point, every day I listen to the sets. I listen to the music. I'm just digesting it on my car rides, just while I'm cooking, just whatever I'm doing. I'm just constantly listening to the music because that's a way I'm subconsciously learning the songs. They're really getting into me, like where I'm like, okay, I really know when I actually try to sing it, I kind of already know how it's supposed to go. I know the melody, I know the rhythm, that part. Then I can add the words in. So first I'm learning melody and rhythm. That's it. I don't words come later. Um, Rhythm could be like I'm just singing it on do or I'm just like humming it or whatever. And then eventually I add in the words I'm singing, working on the songs I did not know. So a lot of these songs I've already known, I've already practiced and performed before. So I'm going from like let me learn the songs I don't know. So let's focus in on that part and lock in on spending a lot of time with those songs. So this past week I'm like, okay, I have a good gist of these individual songs. I know how they go. I can sing them pretty comfortably. I don't have to look at every single word in the lyric sheet and whatnot. So I have been taking my time working through the set, the whole set. So one day I did set 1, and I'm also timing myself and seeing, like, does this set, because set 1 is supposed to be 65 minutes. Is this set realistically 65 minutes? I think that's when I realized, um, one of I might have been set 2 or 1. One of those sets was way too long. I put so much music. I was like, "Okay, let me adjust. I'll adjust this set." So, I'm doing 2 things at once. I'm, um, really honing in on, like, the flow of it, of how each song flows into each other, adjusting, like, where songs fit, like, "Oh, these will be good together. Oh, maybe I need to move this here," whatever, and I'm working through, like, how it feels to sing through the set. Um, like, do I need to put a breather in after a certain song? I'm going through it, like, what is my endurance gonna be like? How do I feel? Um so that's when I'm practicing the sets, and the next day I might go over set 2, and set 2 is 70 minutes. So I'm going over, and it's taking me like double the time. But I'm stopping the timer and doing my stuff. I'm doing my lyric sheets, and all of that, getting everything ready. I had a rehearsal with my background singers, and went really, really, really well. But I was very came organized with all the lyric sheets. This is what when I want backgrounds. So not just singing and just sing the song through, but I'm listening to when are the backgrounds coming in, what words are they saying. I'm lining everything up, because I want the background singers to be able to, like, do the things too, and not we don't have to, like, spend so much time, like, what's happening. I already did the work. So Um, during this time, I am singing full out. Before this, I was not. I was just like listening, digesting, getting the melody and rhythm down, maybe humming. Now, when I'm doing the full sets, I am singing full out. Um, I went through all of my sets. Each day, I went through a different set, and then the last day, I went through, the songs that I was like, "Okay, that didn't go as smooth. Let me work on that. That didn't go as well as I thought." I didn't know that as well as I thought I did. Or I might have added something because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, this might sound good." I do that a lot. So I do that. The next step for me is to rehearse with movement. I'm gonna be performing. So I need to be rehearsing how I'm gonna perform. So that's the whole next step. I want to figure out like when I'm gonna be on stage, when I'm not gonna be on stage, when I'm gonna be singing in the crowd, when I'm gonna be dancing, when I'm gonna do the electric slide, when we're gonna do two step, whatever. I need to figure all this stuff out. So it's building out the show, like how it's gonna look, when the background singers are gonna be on stage, all of that. So it takes some time to like figure all that out, but there's steps. So definitely figuring out performing in front of a mirror, practicing in front of a mirror, singing full out, feeling how that endurance is. And I always do that if I have a big show. I'm always like physically practicing the song, working on my blocking and all of that. Like, what am I going to be doing? 'Cause I can't just stand there. Gotta put on a show. So with that, that's pretty much how I prepare for this set. And I'll be practicing with instrumentals. Before this, I was practicing with the track, listening to the track. Now I'm off track. I'm on instrumentals. Instrumentals only. Let's see how much I know. Let's see how much I really know. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I just want to pop on here and kind of go through, what I've been working on and everything. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the holiday season, and I hope to see you next week. Bye. Oh, and join my membership if you have not. So the Sky Society, you can join right here on YouTube. Okay? Okay.